I took a sauna when I was in Germany, and evidently I heard that they were naked. They go into those saunas naked, and it's co-ed. So I asked Verzi if he wanted to go down to the sauna. He said yes, and then I texted him. He must have fell asleep, so I said, fuck it. I went down. I worked out, got a great workout in, and then I went to go into the sauna, and there was nobody in there. And the old me, I liked the steam. Now I really like the dry sauna because it can get way hotter, you know. Joe Rogan converted me, right? So I go in there, and I went in there like an American. I had my slippers on, I had my towel on, and all of that shit. And then all of a sudden, this dude comes walking in. He has a towel on. I'm like, oh, thank God, thank God. It's Berlin, okay? It's Berlin, okay? This is like their New York City, so everybody's going to act accordingly. And then he just immediately takes his towel off, and I'm like, what the fuck? So then he lays down. And what he did was he put his outside leg, the leg close to me, he put it up. So he was sort of covering his junk, looked like he was getting ready to recreate the Burt Reynolds Playgirl centerfold, right? So anyways, and I know this is going to be the fucking Photoshop. So I'm sitting there like, what the fuck? All right, whatever. One naked dude, who gives a shit, right? And then all of a sudden, another guy comes in. This guy comes in. He doesn't even have his towel on. He's just holding his towel in front of his junk. Then he goes in, like, it was shaped like a horseshoe. You know, like the old fucking Denver Broncos stadium back in the day. So I'm on one side of the horseshoe. I'm on like the visitor side. The first naked dude is on the fucking home side. And then this naked guy comes in and he lays down the same way, same Playgirl fucking thing with the outside leg up. He's sitting in the end zone seats. All right. And I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. So now I'm laughing because all I'm thinking is I'm going to tell Verzi. Because at this point, it's just naked guys. And just naked guys, it's just funny. I used to do a bit in my act. A naked man is either funny or scary, right? If you're at a football game and a naked guy jumps out of the crowd and runs across the field, you're laughing your ass off. If you're walking home late at night and a naked guy jumps out of the fucking bushes, it's one of the scariest things ever. So this was just funny. I'm in a gym. There's all kinds of people around or whatever, even though it's just the three of us in there. But, you know, I can just get up, walk out the fucking door. There's no danger here. There's two naked guys. It's fucking hilarious. So I'm looking down at the floor, and all I'm thinking about is I can't wait to tell Virgie this fucking story. They're both laying here like fucking twin Burt Reynolds, and I'm sitting here with my slippers on and my towel. You know, I don't know. So anyways, and then all of a sudden the door opens again, and now a woman comes walking in. And I'm looking, I kind of look at the guys, like, are they going to cover themselves up? And they don't. And then she comes in and just takes her fucking towel off. I'm just like, what the fuck? And then she sits down in the end zone seats. Right? So above her in the upper deck is this naked guy. To her left is the other naked guy. She's naked. And now she looks over at me and I got a towel on and slippers. So now I'm looking like the weirdo. Now I'm the fucking pervert. Like, look at this fucking guy. We're all getting naked. Why are you sitting over there? Right? So now I'm like, well, I got to get the fuck out of here. And just as I said that, the dude in the home seat, he stands up and he's going to walk out. And I'm like, all right, perfect. Now he's going to use the shower. I'm just going to wait till he's done with the shower. Then I'm going to fucking walk out. So that's exactly what happens. I walk out. But when I walk out, what I forgot to mention was they had, like, you know, those ice baths that like NFL players go to get into? They had something like that, but there wasn't ice. It was just like it was a tank. You climbed up like 6 steps and then climbed down into this thing, and it was freezing fucking cold right after the sauna, right? And just closes up all your pores. It gets rid of all the fucking toxins and all of that. All the shit washes off of you. Granted, everybody else is using it, so it's probably fucking gross on some level. I have no idea. Maybe because it's so cold it kills the shit. I don't know what. So I wanted to use it, but there was no way I was going to use it because I had to get up to the top of it and take my towel off and be standing up there with my fucking manhood twisting in the breeze before I went down into the fucking Arctic water. But when I came out, there was nobody there. So I was like, I gotta try it. So I fucking scampered up the ladder, quickly took my towel off, and then went down into it. I was like, fuck, it was freezing cold. Went all the way up to like my neck. And wanted to stay there for a minute, but probably only stayed there for like 15 seconds. It was enough for me. But plus also, I knew other people were going to come in. I didn't want to come crawling out of there completely naked like fucking Jason Alexander now with my fucking junk all pulled up into me, right? So the other dude's in the shower. I can hear him. So now I go to get out of this fucking thing. I get my towel on and everything, and I feel fucking amazing. To go from that heat to that cold, now I'm going to go into the shower. It was fucking amazing. So I get out of the shower. Now all I want to do is tell Verzi the fucking story and be like, dude, even a chick came in. This is fucking nuts. And I reach into my robe, and I can't find my key to my locker. And I'm like, where the fuck is it? Did I drop it? Where the fuck? And I'm looking all around, and last time I remembered having it, I was holding it in my hand when I was in the sauna because I didn't want to leave it in the pocket of my robe. For some reason, I didn't see like the band that you could put it around your wrist. I just didn't, I'm an idiot. And so I was just holding on to it. And I suddenly realized that it was still in the fucking sauna. So now I have to go back into the sauna. So I go back in there with my head down, with my fucking slippers on and my towel on. And I go back in there, and the naked woman is now laying down sideways, facing the door, okay? Laying down where I was sitting. And I'm like, I can't go over there with my towel on being like, hey, I'm just looking for my keys, all right, there, sweetheart. Right? I felt like a fucking weirdo. So now I sat down. She's sitting on the fucking visitor side. Now I'm on the home side or whatever. I might have fucked up these things. You know what I mean? I'm sitting on the opposite side that I was sitting on. And now I'm just sitting there going, all right, well, she's been in here for like 10 minutes. She's going to fucking leave soon. And when she does, I'm going to look for my keys. And she just won't leave. She won't leave. And then finally, I just have to get up because I'm dying because this is my second trip in there. Finally, when I say, hey, I'm sorry, I think I left my key over here. And she's like, oh, I didn't see it. And she's like sitting up like fucking naked, right? So now I go back over and I just fucking sit down. No, I fucked up the story. I'm sitting down there going, what the fuck do I do now? Because I'm dying of heat. And then all of a sudden, this couple comes walking in. And then they both get naked. So now there's two naked women, a naked dude, and then me all covered up. And at this point, now I feel like a fucking weirdo. So I'm like, well, fuck it. I'm in Germany. So now I take my towel off. And I'm just sitting there cracking up fucking laughing. Like, you know that when you just look down and you just, it's like, I'm going to laugh my ass off, but nobody's going to know. So you don't make a sound and you don't change your face. You just have your mouth open and you just kind of going like, I was literally doing that while I was so fucking hot, I could feel my heartbeat in my ears. So at some point, it just got so hot, and she wasn't leaving, and she was like a pro. So I finally just got up, and I just sort of had my towel cover myself. I go, I'm sorry, I think I left my key over here. And she goes, oh, I did not see it, blah, blah, blah. And I go, all right. So then I went back, and I sat down. That's what I did. That's right. I sat down, and then she got up, and I was like, still, I go, it's got to be underneath her or something. So I waited for her to leave. I toughed it out. And then I walk over there, and I'm feeling around on the fucking seats and shit, and it's just not there. And they have the slats, and I'm like, it probably fell down in between it. Now I'm going to have to walk out with just my towel and robe on, go back to the front desk, pay the fee, and all of this shit. So now I walk out of the sauna. I'm fucking almost passing out. And to my left, in my peripheral, I see that woman again, naked, at the top of the fucking ladder to go into the ice bath. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, I got to get out of here, right? And as I'm walking away, I hear her yelling over to somebody. And I'm like, I know she's not talking to me. And then she just goes, then she switches to English and she goes, did you find your key? And I kind of half turned but didn't look at her. And I go, no, I didn't. And then she goes, is this it? And I realized that's where I left it. When I scampered up the ladder to go there, I left it at the top of the ice bath. I go, oh, yeah, it is. And then she stays at the top of the ladder and just, kind of hands it. And I walk over and literally her vagina is above me. And I kind of reach up like looking but not looking. I just go, Danke Shane. And it was so fucked up, I didn't even take a shower. I just walked out. And I went to the locker room and I went in there and I was like pouring sweat and everyone was looking at me like, why didn't he shower off? He's all red like the tomato. Anyways, and then I put my shit back on and that there you go. That's my German sauna story. But I do have to tell you this though. If you're completely naked in a sauna, it's even better. It is even better. It's fucking weird, but you only can do it in a place. If everybody's naked, then it isn't weird. It isn't weird. And if you're worried that you're going to get a stiffy because there's a naked woman in there, there's also other naked men in there, so it neutralizes it. Not to mention, it's hot as shit. Like, I don't think anybody has ever fucked in one of those hot naked, the hot yoga class. What do they call that? The Bikram yoga. Like, you can barely survive. Like, fucking somebody is the last thing on your mind when you're sitting in like 180 degree heat. But anyways, there's my, that was my sauna story. It was hilarious. I was worried that my junk was going to look too small when I got out of the ice bath. And I was worried that I was going to fucking salute the Germans when I was in the sauna if a naked woman walked in. But it didn't. I just felt like a fucking creep. So anyways, and that's why you travel the world, everybody. To get stories like that.